My name's Danielle, and I'm from St. Vincent College. And for those of you who don't know what that is, it's a small college right outside of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and it's a small school. And I am currently on the National Council. I'm a student member at large, and I've been on for about a year now. And I was president of the chapter last year because we have a sophomore-only board at our school. And this year I'm now the junior advisor. So I do have experience with being in that leadership position. So if you guys want to introduce yourselves and just say like where you're from and something that you're working on in your chapter, that would be cool. Hi. I can't hear you, Molly. I think, do you have your audio on? I see Hannah. Hi.
Okay, I guess I'll like say something.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm from Kentucky, obviously. The University of Kentucky is in Lexington, but I'm from Louisville. Um, like she was saying, our chapter is like just kind of got reactivated. So like I'm the president. I'm trying to like build it back up. Um,
Mm,
I'm not honestly like part of our struggle has been like we don't really know what ALD like is or is for, like what it's like centered around. Like is it centered around like service or like academics or like what? So like that's kind of been like a struggle a little bit. But I mean we've been planning service events and social events, so like we've gotten the ball rolling a lot since then, but it's still a struggle.
okay. And Molly?
So like Eileen said, we got inducted last year in April, so we're still really brand new. And MSJ is a really small campus. We have like 1,500 people total.
Mm-hmm.
So we are actually about to have our next induction in March. So like she talked
Okay.
about, it's just about showing everyone what ALD is. They don't all
Mm-hmm.
know. A lot of them honestly think we're a sorority because they just see the Greek letters. So, but we have a bunch of social events planned, and we did some during Christmas break. So people are
Okay.
getting used to it.
And you're the president of your chapter, you said? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so just to kind of go over, I guess, what ALD is obviously it's a first year honor society for students who get that 3.5 in their first semester. So we would like to congratulate that to those freshmen. So it's important to get that message out to freshmen. Now, ALD, we do like the National Service Project every year. This year it's centered around children, but really that's designed so that you guys can go in your own community and kind of do a project that'll help your school or your community specifically. Now, obviously, you don't just have to work with children. You can work with anything. I know my chapter, like last semester, we did animals, we did children, we did the environment. It's just really about stuff that's going to help your campus and stuff that'll help your community. Now, every chapter is different. And there's no like you have to do this many service projects or whatever. And now it's still really good to congratulate the students over and over again on top of the service projects to do academic-based projects as well. We have a career center event that we do where we help the students learn how to write scholarship applications and things like that. So that's just kind of like this thing that I wanted to address. Any questions about that?
Mm-mm.
Okay. And so do you guys like how do you guys run your chapters? Like what do you guys do as presidents?
So for ours, since we are still newer, we're still trying to find the balance between like having all member meetings and having like executive board meetings. So we do it on Wednesdays. So the first Wednesday of every month, we have an executive board meeting. And then the third Wednesday, we have our like all people meeting with like everybody, including people who aren't on the board and our advisors. So it's a lot of us, there's a lot of email communication because a lot of the people, if they're involved in ALD, they're normally involved in like a lot of sports or other clubs on campus. So a lot of it's trying to run it without them feeling like the pressure to constantly have to be somewhere when they're already trying to juggle everything else.
So do you guys have any events or anything that you've been planning yet, or you still just kind of learning?
Yeah, we did a gingerbread house event back in December, right before exams for all the members, and we had a decent turnout. And we have a spring one coming up with like a petting zoo and then a craft show that we're sponsoring. So like local vendors pay so much to have like their stuff at the Mount. And then we're donating all the money to the children's home here in Cincinnati.
Yeah, those are definitely good events to have around finals week. I know one school does this cool thing where they hand out like candy. If they see people studying, they'll just give them candy. So that's pretty, that's nice. And Hannah, what are you guys doing currently? Your board and your chapter? Hannah?
So we, first semester was a little rough because like we didn't even like have officers until the late September, and then becoming a student organization on campus was like a whole ordeal and a half. But this semester we like have more structure, so we set up that we have like meetings for everyone the first Thursday of the month, and then we like plan those with like our like leadership team, like usually a couple weeks out or like a week out. And so we'll do like 3 of those this semester, and then 2 service events and 2 social events. So we're planning on going to the Hope Center here in Lexington and then doing a project for them, either serving a meal or like one of the projects they have. And then we have a social event where we're going to decorate cookies or cupcakes and watch a movie. And part of that is going to be, because that's like right before our new student induction ceremony. So we're going to like invite the like people who were like asked to join if like they want to come to that, just so that they can see like kind of like ALD, because I know like so many people like at UK and like in general get so many like, you know, emails to join honor societies, and like most of them are like at UK they're just kind of like they don't exist. And so like I want the new inductees to like know that like we're an organization, we're on campus, and like we do things. So
When's your induction ceremony?
March 25th.
And Molly, you said yours is in March as well?
Yeah, ours is the 27th of March.
Okay. So any questions about induction? I know that can be crazy sometimes.
So ours is this year. I don't know how you guys do it being like bigger campuses, but this year we're deciding, our advisors made a decision that since it's not the chartering and it's just an induction, that we're gonna just have the students and no family come.
Okay.
Instead.
Yeah, I mean, it's up to the chapter really what you guys want. My school is pretty small too, and we just have it in an auditorium. And families can come, but we don't get that many.
Yeah.
Because it's really just the local families who would come anyways. It's mainly just the students. And you'll find that even some of the students don't even go. They say they're going to go, and then they don't.
Yeah.
It's just, it's a fun event to plan, but it's definitely a lot of work.
Yeah.
Any questions about like planning and preparation for it or anything like that?
I think so.
No. Okay. And how many people do you guys have on your board?
Yeah. 5, including me, 5.
Okay. And Hannah, how many guys do you have?
We have 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 including me.
Okay. And do you guys feel that everybody helps and contributes and stuff? Because I know that could be a problem. And I had that problem with my chapter.
Yeah.
I see you laughing.
Yeah, it's kind of been a problem for me lately.
Yeah.
I don't know, because it's just like I know that we're all super busy like doing things, but like
Mm-hmm.
signed up to do this, so like I don't know. It's just like
I know
if
what you mean.
yeah, like if you're the social media chair, I shouldn't have to ask you every single time to post it on Instagram. Like you should please just like know to post it, stuff like that.
Yeah, I definitely had a lot of problems with people on my board not doing their part. And, I did feel like it wasn't fair because, I feel like they're just doing it for their resume. But, like you said, they signed up for it. So ways to go around that is just like talking to them, just try to have a meeting with them. And then I'd say if that doesn't work, you need to talk to your advisor is the best thing, because if they're not going to help you, then there's really no point of them being there,
Yeah.
So definitely try to get that fixed because you want everybody, all hands on deck.
Yeah.
Especially because you guys have a bigger school too, so you have a little bit more to run.
Yeah.
So.
Our board's never had any issues actually. Like our 5 people were all like really tight knit. We're all different majors and like I think we all work really well together, but I also think that comes from our advisors. They're really big on like communication and everybody like talking. And so like last year there was a lot of stuff I took on because we were brand new. So I was a sophomore and everyone else were like second semester freshmen almost who were on the board because nobody like answered the emails. And so this year my vice president has taken up like half the responsibilities. So it's not just like me. So I think
That's good though.
our issue is just like knowing what to do and when to do it, being a new chapter.
So do you guys know, like, have you guys navigated through the website and stuff and kind of checked everything out? Something that our chapter uses that I like are the brochures and the study tip sheets. They're all there. You can print them whenever you want. I like to give those out whenever, I go and sit at a table and I try to recruit freshmen, or just even putting them in the library just to get your name out there helps too. Anything you could do to try to get more people helps. I don't know if you know, our numbers have been down of people that have been inducted because of other honor societies coming in. So we definitely like to try to keep the numbers up. So it's best to try to get as many new freshmen as we can. So now you guys are you guys juniors or?
Yeah, I'm a junior.
I am a sophomore.
Okay. And do you guys stay president until you're done, or how does that work for you guys?
So with us, they're just going to keep me president until it ends because we're new. And then they're going to have to where whoever is vice president will eventually take over the president's spot. So you serve like a year or two as vice president to learn, and then you go to president. Yeah.
How are you guys doing that, Hannah?
So that's one thing we've been like discussing lately, and honestly, I'm not sure that I can stay president for the rest of college. So we're working it out right now to where I think I'm gonna make a contract that the president and the vice president can sign, agreeing to stay on the next 2 years as like junior advisors and then senior advisors. Ideally, the like rest of the leadership team, like the president and the vice president, would be made up of sophomores because like we're all sophomores now, and I think we should hopefully get enough members to do that.
That's how we run our board. So the benefit, I think, of a sophomore board is it helps kind of initiate your leadership in college, which is nice because it's kind of like the first real leadership experience you have other than just being an ALD member, So it kind of like sets you up for college of like, okay, well, I was president of my chapter and other organizations now want me to lead their organization. You know what I mean? Like other honor societies that I'm in or whatever. And the nice thing about this sophomore board is that it's like a fresh take on things. So if you had like all seniors, they would just be like kind of gearing towards the seniors' opinions, you know? But like with the sophomore board, it's nice because they all have fresh ideas, which is nice. And then we have like, I am the junior advisor because I'm a junior. And then when I'm a senior, I'll be senior advisor. So that's how we do it too. But so any questions just for me that I didn't already address? Anything about the National Council or the website, or just like any questions in general about Alpha Lambda Delta, I think I should be able to answer. So if you have anything you'd like to ask.
When it comes to you guys picking events, like how do you guys like pick what you're going to do? So not even just like for like service, but like how do you guys decide like fundraising wise? Like what's best? Since you're from a small school too, it's similar to us.
So how I did it was I like to plan ahead so that way, because during the semester I'm busy and I don't have time to plan events. So in the summer I would plan my fall events, and then in my Christmas break I would plan all of my spring events. And I would kind of just look at the school's academic calendar. I would have that next to me, and then I would have my calendar, and I would think of ideas of ways that I could benefit my community, like I said, and my school, and things that I think that we should probably look at more, or the students say they want this. And I kind of just try to fit everything in the best I can to go like with the school stuff too, holidays, things like that. But that's pretty much how and I try to make like everything unique too. So every semester I would try to do something new, because we would have donation events, and I didn't want to make it all Alzheimer's or all breast cancer, you know what I mean? So just try to like make it diverse. You could have like one staple event. We have one event that we do every semester, and that is called Storm the Dorm, where we go at the end during finals week and we collect non-perishable food items from the kids' dorms, because they're going to end up throwing it away anyways. But we've done that event, and like they know, okay, these are ALD members knocking at my door for perishable food, non-perishable food items. So you can have that, but also try, if you're going to do a lot of events, try to make them unique so that your members don't get bored.
Okay.
Is that your question?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Hannah, did you have anything?
Okay, yeah, I was like trying to like look on the website, like I don't like see these brochures you're talking about. And
Okay.
it would be really nice if I could get them, just because we have an involvement fair that we're gonna be like tabling at on Thursday, so.
No problem. So are you on the website?
Yes.
Okay, so if you go to the homepage, you should see like in the top ribbon, it says chapters,
Okay.
and there should be like a drop down. And then I think it's towards the end, it says chapters resources library.
Okay, yes.
And then you click on that, and then there's a bunch of stuff on there.
Okay, sweet.
The nice thing I like about the resource library too is that there's professional letterhead. So if you ever had to type a letter or anything, you can use the insignia stuff, which is nice. So we didn't use MHS for the longest time, and so we typed out our letters and we used the nice letterhead, which is pretty cool. There's a bunch of stuff on there. You just have to look. And then if you guys needed like any stickers or anything, we can give you those. All you have to do is request them, and they'll just send them to your school. I think that's under media. Let me see. Yeah, you can like go on here and request stickers, or study tip sheets that are printed out on cardstock, but if you needed them like right away, it'd probably just be better to print them yourself. But you
Mhm.
can request stuff too, which is nice. And that's under chapters. I just have to find where it is. Okay. Yeah, you just go to chapters and then order, and then there's a bunch of, if you scroll down to publications, you can order stuff, and then we can send it to you for free. So. Any other questions you could think about or that you have?
So, can you tell me what like the main purpose of like ALD is? Is it mainly like just like a community of like people who like I don't know, I guess like have like a similar mindset towards school and like being involved or like because I mean like I know like how like you get like chose like selected for ALD but like I don't know. I just feel like we need like a direction like to
Mm-hmm.
keep people involved in it.
So we recently just came up with this over the summer where people are like, okay, how could we better promote ALD to our freshmen? What is it about our organization? Why should people join? And we came up with taking you from first year to career because we found that people join because they want something that's going to help them stand out. Yeah, it's one thing to be a part of an organization and just put it on your resume, but some organization like Alpha Lambda Delta, at least for me, really helps me like my communication skills and learning how to be a better leader, better person in my community. And I think those are all attributes that you should have for whenever you're going to get a job because employers are looking for this. So I think just having something to help you stand out and prepare you for life is something that I find at least important in this organization. Does that help?
Yes, that helps a lot.
Okay. And then, do you guys know that we have a conference every year?
Yeah, me and my social media person came with one of our advisors to the one in Buffalo.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So that's a good time. Hannah, you know about the conference?
Um, I only really know that you all have one. That's
Mhm.
all I know.
It's a so it's every year, and you can register. I think register for now for the next one. It's in Tampa, Florida.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she posts Trish, who's our she's kind of like the communications person on the National Council. You can go on and access all of the session materials from all the conferences. I'm seeing through 2016. So even if your chapter didn't go and you wanted to check out what was presented, you could always go there too and kind of look. It's definitely fun. So I would say if you do get the chance with your chapter to go, definitely go because it's a really good experience. And I'm sure Molly could speak to that.
Yeah, it was really fun, especially we're brand new. So like we did our induction ceremony last year and then it was summer break. So especially for like the executive board, none of our members really knew. And so going into the conference, we had no idea what to expect. And going through like all the sessions, like one that was big for us was the social media one where they taught you like how to post different things. And then there was another one about the yearbook or like scrapbook submissions.
Mm-hmm.
And then just learning about all the different like types of way, how like each chapter is not the same. And that's what makes kind of like ALD stand out because we all do different approaches because it's what works for our schools.
Yeah, I love doing it. I like being a part of it. I went whenever I was president, and it was the best weekend of my life. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, if your chapter has the opportunity to go, definitely go. So Any questions about the National Service Project? I know I kind of briefly touched on that. Do you guys know what it is?
It's based off children this year, right? Helping
This year,
children.
yeah. It's different every year. Yeah. You can just do something to help your community with children. That would be nice. There's a few ideas, too, on the website of things you could do. And then you guys know about, like, you guys submitted chapter highlights and things for the flame. Right?
I'm not sure if we did or not. It would be my social. I don't know if we did.
That's okay. Yeah. So, let's see. Do you guys both use MHS?
Yeah, my advisor does. I think they put one in about our induction ceremony, possibly. I know I had to send pictures in, but I'm not sure, like, what they sent in.
Okay. Yeah, my chapter actually just started using it, so I don't really know too much about it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any questions about it? I can ask Eileen if you do.
Can, like, members, like, as executive board, can we use it too, or is it just advisors that can use it?
The board can use it too.
Board can use it? Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can send messages on. But if you have any questions about that, I'm sure she'd be happy to help you guys with that. So, any other questions about ALD or the National Council, scholarships, anything like that?
Not at the moment, no.
I can give you guys my email
Okay.
in case you would have any future questions. It's just my first name, Danielle. That's DANIELLE. Dot. My last name is CHORB as in boy, A.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's at ST Vincent. That's VINCE .edu.
Okay.
Okay. Well, it was nice meeting you guys.
Nice meeting you too.
And I wish you guys the best of luck with your chapter. And let me know if you have any questions. Don't hesitate to ask. Okay, I usually check my email regularly. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, guys. I'll see ya.
Bye.
Bye.